did part one, and that was about how the media uses distractions.
Oh, okay, so what you talking about now? You said murdered men.
Yeah, now we're still focusing on distractions in the media, but we're talking more about this victims this time, like Eric Garner,
Okay,
Kendrick.
okay.
Are you there, Lady T?
She got a little excited. She got a little excited when I came on. It's okay. I understand.
Right, I sure did. Yeah, I'm here. How you doing today, Justin?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. Okay, so we're gonna get this thing started.
You ready, Sean?
Yeah, I'm always ready. We started already anyway. I guess when the three of us get in here, it starts to broadcast automatically,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's something to know. Okay, I guess we'll talk about. Let's see. This is you see the pictures going by on my screen, right?
Yeah,
Of
yeah,
Jay Z, Beyonce, and all
I can
that.
see him.
Like this is just the news I seen when I just decided to hop on the internet, and this is just the bullshit I was flooded with. Kanye and or Kimye as they call it, them kissing on the
NBA.
elevator, right? And I've barely seen it. Like I'm slowly starting to see them. They're talking less and less about Michael Brown, and they're not talking anything. They're not mentioning John Crawford, which was somebody in Ohio that got shot
Hey,
over a
wait a
toy
minute.
air gun.
Is that nigga Michael Blackson on that picture with Carly Red?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's the bullshit news for today.
That
Cardi Red
nigga
and
put I
Michael
took your
Jackson.
girl. That's a funny ass nigga.
Right. And this is the news they decide to put out there like this is important shit. Him beefing with Young Jock over Carly Red, like
That ain't
he's
even
like
acceptable.
50.
That's not even an acceptable beef, nigga. That's just whack.
I know, I thought about that.
Yeah, and first of all, I don't even know what to say about Young Jock no more. Does this nigga even what was the last hot song Young Jock had?
Exactly.
The only thing I remember is what was that called? It's going down or whatever when they was doing a little
Uh-huh.
dance. That's the last one I remember. I don't even remember nothing else he did.
I remember Coffee Shop, but shit,
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
like a
that
year.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Other than that, see, that nigga ain't had shit. But I will give him props. You know, Young Jock took that money. He started a bunch of businesses. So
yeah. I
gotta
heard
give him
that.
props.
So
That
yeah, I
was the
give him
one
props for
smart thing he
that.
did. And nigga knew his career wasn't gonna last, but he said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna start some businesses." And see, that's what a lot of black people don't do. That shit, they'd have spent that money. They'd have been getting audited by the IRS and shit, and
See, the
all
thing
types of
about it
different
though
shit.
is that most rappers come from a place where they've never had any money, so when they get it, they don't know what to do with it. So most of the time they blow it on stupid shit.
And that's a problem in our black community. Like once we get something, period. Like even the people that rioted, do you think the motherfuckers went to a white neighborhood or went to the police department and rioted? No, the motherfuckers went right to their own hood, right up the corner, and fucked up some businesses that they own or they know the people who own it. Like we don't think.
Even like with that, like like say for instance, like I was talking about yesterday, like on every corner in the ghetto, it's like it's strange. You have more liquor stores and drugs and shit, but if you go to a nice neighborhood, you don't see it. But have you ever noticed that black people are always robbing people that have no more than they do?
Right.
Especially like gang members and shit. Like, why would you even dudes be going up in the ghettoest, nastiest, trashiest, most fucked up store they can and rob that store, nigga? Why would you just go to the other side of town and rob one of their stores? Why would you want to rob something in your own neighborhood?
Right. Why you would come out better doing
Yeah, 'cause
neighborhood that's
first of all, when you rob something in the hood, you gonna get shit anyway. So
nigga they probably get $40. And that's
yeah,
it, nigga. $40. And the police gonna find you, nigga. You come out better
yeah.
going somewhere where they wouldn't suspect you.
That's why they got that dude Tookie, that the founder of the Crips or whatever.
Yeah, they did. That was
Yeah,
sad.
but guess what? You know what's funny? That night that they say they got him for like a bunch of other shit. Once they caught up with him, but the murder like
Yeah.
that night they robbed the store. Guess how much they got at the cash register?
How much?
$50. So wait a minute, you telling me
Baller.
that you went to prison? You went to prison for life over $50? Not for life, but they gave him the death penalty. So
Of course, and I heard so much about the cat. I believe it was governor's or how you say the nigga name Schwarzenegger, who
yeah, the
they appealed
actor,
to him.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they appealed to him, and he still said, "No, we ain't kill that nigga."
Nah, Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't give a shit. He
All
was
right,
fuck
that's why
about
I ain't
Tookie.
supporting that old motherfucker. I ain't gonna see no more Terminators. That fuck that old cheating bitch. Oh wait, this is PG-13, so bleep that shit out.
Yeah. We can't have no cussing and shit on our show, man. Stop that fucking cussing.
I'm sorry. Harry. I put 100 into the cuss jar.
Yeah, right.
Damn, nigga, all you do. What is wrong with your mouth, man? You clean your mouth out with some soap.
Right.
Didn't your mother teach you not to curse?
I'm just a nigga in the ghetto. I'm just a nut trying to get a squirrel. Wait, a nut trying to get a squirrel. That's what's up. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I'm a nut
You got
trying
to
to get
flip
a
it up
squirrel.
on them.
I'm a macadamia nut, nigga.
Nigga, I'm a cashew. I'm an almond, nigga. They call me Mr. Almond in the street. You know why? You know why? Because I'm
Why,
always
nigga?
busting nuts.
Oh, here we go, nigga. You just got on me and then you say some nasty shit like that. See, ain't no kids gonna be able to see this shit. They gonna flag this shit down
No,
for
dude, that's not what y'all think I meant. I'm talking about peanuts. You know, like when you bust the peanut shell open? Gosh, man, you have such a fucked
Oh,
up mind. It's just
yeah, you're right.
terrible.
That peanut, that little gooey shit, that drip out. Yeah, I know what you mean, nigga. I know what you mean.
That cream, that white cream.
Right, nigga. I think
Hey,
it's better when we
nigga, I don't eat
freestyle.
mayonnaise. I don't eat mayonnaise, whipped cream, nothing with white sauce on it. I don't eat it because that shit is.
Like, you know that, see, now that you mentioned mayonnaise, you know that was the first joke I made when we first met. Like, it was me, you, and that nigga, and that one female.
Yeah, don't even say their name because it's bad luck.
Right. Lady T, what are you doing? You so quiet.
Sitting here listening to y'all go off topic,
That's what we at our best when we off topic, to be honest. We kind of
Right, for
just
real. Like, yeah,
swerve
freestyler.
on and off. Yeah, that's what we good at.
talking
Uh,
about nuts and cum and cream. Well, alrighty.
Nah, we ain't talking about. We wasn't talking about. We was tell me one time we was talking about cum.
right.
Okay, what was the cream for? What
Cream,
cream from
like
what?
cream, like like cream that you put on your body, like lotion.
That's the kind of cream
Oh,
y'all was eating.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's
yeah,
the kind of cream y'all was talking about.
exactly. Of
yep.
course.
We was talking about whipped cream because you know how you when you eat like a slice of pie, you put whipped cream on top of it.
I guess some people do. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just being
Right, and the
stupid.
thing, anyway,
But
we can
anyway,
always go back and add the video type. I just make it Black Injustice freestyle session. Same shit,
yeah, you
same
can always
topic.
edit the title, and it's
Right.
some kind of way you can even like chop pieces of the video up, but I hadn't figured out yet. So
Me neither. These niggas barely can listen to 4 minutes of shit anyway. I
yeah.
got to start chopping up shit. Last time I used to do that shit, the niggas was ungrateful. Ungrateful. Well, motherfucker, you could have left some sound in it. Fuck you. Who's you to tell me what to do with my video? But I won't mention that website. That's a whole different thing. But that's to know what I'm talking about.
So, can I ask y'all, what do y'all think we need to do as a people with what's all this going on?
Actually, I stopped giving a fuck. I care, but I notice how fucked up our people is. Like even the ones that so-called educated, they get so uppity and think they better than the black people that don't know as much as them. So they start to kind of, we should cut ourselves away from them type of people and build our own little place in society. So you're gonna abandon the other black people to make a superior black unified civilization. I don't know what the fuck. It's just a bunch of bullshit.
I
How
get
you
what you're
feel about it?
saying, but I don't understand why people, I mean, that it all goes back to what we were talking about last night, like with black people sticking together. It's just something that we just don't do. We're more prone to by now, especially in this day and age, going at each other's throats.
Nigga, black people couldn't stick together if you gave them a jar of glue. Nigga, it's just that fucked up.
That's a good analogy.
They could though.
That's a
I
good
mean, we.
analogy. That was a nice one because you're right about that.
Yeah, it's true though. We can't, nigga. I
That's
mean,
sad though.
I mean, even and I've told Sean this story before, like way back in the day. I got into a little trouble at school, but it was to the point where they actually had to expel me. But what's so funny is that let me point out something to you. This was a predominantly white school. Like he was this dude was the only other black kid in the class with me. But you want to know what's so funny about it? Me and him were the ones to get into it. Like I wouldn't have felt as bad about it if I would have got into it with one of the white dudes, but it had to be him.
Okay.
See that you see how strange it is. It's like wherever we
Uh-huh.
head, we always end up, getting into it each other. I would rather see a white man and a black man go at it any day rather than two niggas do it.
You know what? Me too, and that is true. When you use that little scenario, it kind of brought me back to a situation. It is always our kind, but I think that all be a part of. the way we were brought up and how the system uses us against each other.
Yeah, that's true. We actually that's why you have so many black men in prison now because of stuff that they've done to other black men. That's what's so fucked up about it.
And that's true. But no, I had a situation like back in elementary, but it was different for me. We had one white boy, and this one white boy managed to run all the other niggas. Like he managed to basically scare the other niggas and had control of them. One white boy came
Of
in,
course, of course.
and they respected him more than they respected each other.
Yeah.
And that you're talking about Travis.
Well, I didn't say no names for a reason, but yeah, I guess that's what I'm talking about.
Yes. And that was amazing. That little white boy actually thought he was black and he actually came in, he conquered and he fit right in. And they was scared of him. And he was a little old thing too, and I'm like, really?
Let him come in and take over. I ain't never seen no. It's that slave mentality that man they would gang up on you to fight for him if you. And this was where they would have his back before they had one of their own, which was just
But see,
fucked
that's
up
a
to
part
me.
of that enslaved mentality because he was a white boy, because he was really little. So how could they be scared of him? But that's because they was taught to fear the white man. That's all it was about.
Fear him, kiss up, and suck ass. That's why they taught us. Fear, kiss up, suck ass. We do it too, and I don't see shit changing. Not yet.
Because remember how we was over at the movie theaters last week, Sean, and we saw all the white girls with the one black fat black girl that had on the horrible wig with the like burgundy maroon color in her hair.
Oh, you ain't talking about that big girl, is you?
Oh yes, and I
Oh
really
yeah, man.
hate to right, and I hate to name names, but she wasn't an attractive girl. But my thing was why the long weave and why the maroon color? Because you was too dark to pull off that color, and she was so fascinated about the white girls that she was with. She wanted to be like them, so she went out and got the longest weave with the brightest color she could find for her dark skin. And she was just playing all in the white girl hair, and I'm looking like, why is you playing in her hair? Because you got somebody else's DNA on you, and it looks just like the hair that she got on. And she's not playing in yours.
Exactly. And the only reason they had her with them was because she had the car. If the bitch didn't have that car, they wouldn't even hang with her.
And I know they laugh at her behind her back, like, "Oh, she's such a big black girl." I know they did. I know they
But
did.
as soon as some shit go down, they all look at her to fix the shit and fight for them. And I promise you, if anything go down, they depend on the black person to fight their war. And
And
that's it.
that's why they had her with her for their protection.
Exactly. And they use black people as scapegoats, so if they do something racist, they can say, "Well, I have a black friend."
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate when they say that too, because then you know.
That just let me know you ain't shit and your black friend ain't shit either. So y'all both can just get in the trash can.
A lot of white folks use that as a scapegoat, like just to say if they have a black friend, they just think that they you know they in there now.
Right. And
Right.
they can't feel a certain type of way because
Yeah.
they have that black friend.
Yeah, or it's like certain stuff, just like we was discussing last night about the word nigger. Well, just because all your friends are black and you've been hanging out with them for the last 10 years, that still don't give you the to me that don't give you the go ahead to use the word. You still don't.
Right.
Exactly.
But
And
A
they
they
lot of
just
people
didn't.
do
think
not
that
to fit
though.
in with them and call them the hunky. So you're right.
Yeah,
That's how they think. Hang out with a nigga for a few hours and think you can just, you don't got you an honorary black card. Ain't no fucking such thing as an honorary black card. You can't earn it. Ain't you can't go to the credit union. You can't fill out papers. The shit is not real. You don't earn it. You don't get it. No.
hey, yeah, I remember what Paul Mooney said. Everybody want to be a nigga, but don't nobody want to be a nigga.
Exactly. Right.
And that's true because wait a minute. So wait a minute. People they want to accept all the see the that's the thing about it. The black people are always supposed to be the in crowd. We're always the ones that's doing everything that's hot and new. Even with hip hop, everything fashionable and everything else, as far as cars, clothes. I mean anything. Even women, you know, they look at us for it first because if we're doing it, then it must be something popular. They
Exactly.
don't want they don't want the bad side of it. They don't want the bad side of what the rest of the stuff that black people actually go through on a daily basis. They just want the good part.
And the fucked up thing is, we even let them have the good parts. Look at Miley Cyrus. Man, these motherfuckers. Look at Justin. I don't know how to say the nigga last name.
Justin
Bieber.
Bieber,
Yeah,
yeah,
we let them
Bieber. I always
motherfuckers
thought that
just.
shit was Bieber too. That nigga
Yeah,
name is Justin Bieber. That's what I'm calling him now.
I'm gonna call him old pussy boy. We let these motherfuckers just come in and they just anything we have successful, we just let them come on in and do it too. Just come on in here, nigga. You a nigga too.
I mean, to me, Justin Bieber is like a. I mean, I don't even really know what to say about Justin Bieber. I mean, he cool and all, but I just don't get why everybody going so crazy over this little dude.
I
What
mean,
is it about him that so? I mean, I listened to his songs a couple times. I didn't try to see it, but I just don't see it. But I mean, I guess more power to him if he got him like that, you know.
all right, I hear this. I ain't gonna lie, I like some of his shit. He got a song with Trey Songz that I think is kind of hot, but
I mean, yeah,
he,
he cool, but you know, I mean, they just going like these kids, black and white, these little
right.
teenagers, shit, they going crazy over this
Well,
dude.
I know why the black one, nigga, black teen, just so fucking in love with white. If a white person come at us and fart, we just, oh my god, that was so funny. Can you do it
Justin Bieber,
again?
you know, speaking of what you just said, you remember when he just recently got in a little trouble for that. Remember when they was talking about like he had said something racist, and then he was like, how am I racist when I have black friends? Like really?
Nah, that
Right.
ain't right. He knew that shit was out there. He was just hurrying up and getting around as many black people as he could before that tape leaked. He did. All them niggas. They had Floyd with him. Shit. I don't know if he don't hung out with 50, Lil Wayne, Drake. Nigga don't been everywhere. But that was all a ploy and bullshit. That was another distraction.
Yeah, but our race is so willing to accept another race, you know. That's why I don't understand how they said black peoples are so angry and evil because we accept anybody
We really
except our own.
and that's right. And even the ones that's so smart don't realize that they basically doing the same thing by looking at other blacks that don't know as much and separating themselves from them. Like that's basically doing the same thing. Thinking you better than your own kind is still separation and it's creating a drift between our. It's just fucked up. It's fucked up. You know, I need a drink. I don't know why I ain't drinking. I'm usually fucked up. Y'all still there? It just got like real quiet.
Yeah.
You there, Dustin? This nigga up here lighting up or blowing some shit, nigga. Stop rolling up, nigga. That's why you can't count on people that smoke. That you just see. This is one of the niggas I wouldn't let come with me if I was gonna raid a police station or some shit like that. He'll fuck around, smoke, and fall asleep in the car, and you'll have to drive off with him waving and falling over and shit. But what was the last thing I said? I lost my track of thought. What was I just talking about?
Justin Bieber, I think. I don't know.
I like what he said, Paul Mooney, when he said, white people like to be niggas, but they don't really want to be niggas, and that shit is so true. Like the way they would act around us, like if they went into job interviews still trying to act what they describe as hood, they know they won't get that job. Well, shit, they probably still. White people can do what we do and for some reason have a better outcome. That's so weird to
Exactly.
me. They can
Right.
even they can emulate us and still reap the benefits of having. It's just so fucked up.
No.
So now they do got the best of both worlds. They can act black and not have to worry about the repercussions, even if they go out in the real world acting the same way.
I ain't got the best of both worlds because they can act it, but they really ain't. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, that's true.
And when they want to put on their game face, they put it on.
Right. We were gonna talk about that police officer. For the life of me, I can't remember his name. I know you were talking about they burnt him alive in that cabin. What was it? It was Donner or something. Was it Chris Donner? I'm gonna have to look that up real quick. Yeah, he was the officer who claimed that his other officers were racist and making these rude comments and all of this type of stuff, and he ended up losing his job. And he wrote this
Right.
very long paper about what happened in his experiences. What was his name?
Right. And he, now that was injustice.
Yeah, what was it? And they did. Oh, it was Christopher Dorner.
Look
And
it
that was
up and
fucked.
you'll know, 'cause that's what, now that was sad.
Well, it's kind of half and half because he killed some people. I don't know if it was all officers. I know he killed the. I'm gonna have to look that up. He was 33. Died on February the 12th, 2013. Army guy. Let's see. Was he in the Navy?
Did that skin fall off or he just quiet?
You never know with that nigga. You never know. But they say he was a former Los Angeles Police Department police officer and United States Navy Reserve officer who was charged in connection with a series of shooting attacks on police officers and their families from February 3rd to the 12th. The attacks left 4 people dead, including 3 police officers.
But they were
And
saying he attacked the police officers.
yep, no hate in my heart.
But that was because he saw the injustice that they were doing. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Because he wrote a suicide letter too. Well, he knew they was gonna kill him, right?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay, yeah.
My bad, y'all. That was my mama. I had to answer the phone real quick.
No
Okay.
problem.
Yeah.
You tell them what we were talking about. I gotta step away for a second.
Oh, okay. So what was y'all talking about?
He was talking about this one officer, Christopher Donner, who the police department had killed, but he was a police officer. I think it was in Los Angeles, and he had started talking about all the injustice that he was seeing and how the racial profiling and stuff he was seeing. So they set out to kill him, and he knew they was gonna kill him. So he had wrote a letter explaining like what was gonna happen and why. You know what I mean? It was just terrible. And he had so many honors and stuff. But when he started speaking about the unjust that he was seeing, he became a target because you know they don't want us to say what we see. And especially by him being a black man, it was a double no no.
You know something? What's so messed up about that? I'm gonna tell you something that's really like twisted. That speaking of, I was just talking to my mother. That she had told me that this lady, her daughter, these are people that she knows pretty well. She said she had ran into her somewhere. But anyway, her daughter was working at a bank. I think she's like maybe 30, 31, something like that. But long story short, some type of way, like she figured out that they were actually paying. These are all like tellers or whatever, just normal workers at the bank. That they were paying the white women that worked there more than they were paying her daughter. Like literally, they were getting paid more. But and I think she had even been there longer than they had. Like I was like, wow, that's crazy. They still doing that
Exactly. And see, that's what I'm
behind your back, and
saying.
you don't even know it. They all they did, they just being sneaky with it. Now, see, back in the day, they could do it in your face, but see, now since they can't, they have figured out another way to screw you over.
Right. Because that's why on jobs they tell you, I don't discuss your pay with nobody else. Because that's how they do on my job. Because they know they ain't paying everybody the same and what they should be paid.
Oh yeah, yeah. And she said
And
it
see,
really actually, you know what? She got so angry about it, she has quit. She had been there for like, I think like maybe what 3, 4 years. But the other ladies that were working there, they were just I think they were kind of new or whatever. But what's so crazy is, wait a minute. So how can you come in and I've been here all this time and you're already making more than I am and I'm doing the same job as you?
exactly. That's why I said the color of our skin, it's like, it's the most hated, but they know we are the most to fear because we can reach our highest potential. But the only reason that we won't is because they own everything, and most of our people is so brainwashed. But if we could take this back and get it on the right track, white people know it's nothing that they can really do with us.
Yeah. And that's why I say, man, it doesn't. That's why we're outnumbered because instead of trying to help each other, we pull each other down. But not only that, like we were talking, we're not only against each other. Then you got everybody else against us too. So, I mean, that's why we really can't win for losing.
And that is so true, and that's the sad part.
Yeah, until we stop thinking the way we do, then it ain't things will never be right.
Right. And like you said, just when you said that how your mother was telling you about how the teller at the bank had been there for 3 or 4 years, and here it is, other people getting paid more than her.
Yeah, and the reason it made her so angry, I believe, is because they came way after she did. Like, they were like, I guess semi new people there, but I guess since they were white, and I think she was yeah, she was. I think it's one other black lady that works there, but she's like a loan officer or something. But anyways, the rest of the girls there that are tellers at the bank or whatever, they're white. So I mean, I guess that's why they get paid more because I don't see any other reason they would be.
Exactly. And see how stuff like that should be against the law.
It
And
should
that's
be
why I say
because
you shouldn't look
that's racial profiling, plain and simple.
exactly. But then when you go to try to obtain a lawyer, the first thing they want to holler is, "Can you prove it?" You know injustice when you see it, and you know what it is. So how could you prove what somebody else is set out to do when you know? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
You know, it's so messed up out here. It's almost sickening. It's sad too because we don't stand a chance. And I don't care how much we know. That ain't worth a damn because we don't own nothing.
Some of the places that I don't know how it is where y'all are at right now, but Louisiana, man, it's just, I mean, it's cool and everything, but it's just so much bullshit. We so far behind everybody. I mean, I know everywhere is, but just, I mean, there are certain places that I can't. There are certain sides of town that I won't even stop and get gas because they really don't like black people around there, and I know it. They can't just say, well, get out the store, but even I already know what the deal is.
Right? Okay, right. So it's still parts like that where you at?
Yeah, yeah, it's real fucked up. I mean, and like I said, they may not, of course, they can't just tell you, well, get out the store because it's not legal to do that anymore. But they can give you a vibe to let you know that you're not wanted.
That's what I was just gonna say. Sometimes you don't have to say nothing. The looks and the
Yeah, the eyes and
right.
the actions say it all.
Like nigga, why did you stumble in here? You know we
Yeah,
do not
yeah.
tolerate your kind here.
Why are you even here?
Right,
Go to your side of town.
right. But I don't know what makes them feel that they so superior than us because if they was, they would have figured out how to stay here and how to been done got rid of all of us. They might be slowly doing it, but they haven't figured out how to really eliminate the whole black race.
I mean, if only they could, man. Of course they would do it, but like you said, they obviously, if they was that smart, then they would have had us extinct by now. But they haven't been able to do it. So
Right, and that's what I say every day. I be like, we're not going nowhere until it's our time. So you would think as long as we've been here, they would have got used to us, but they haven't, because you can tell by the look when they
what's
see
up?
you and how they give you that fake smile.
Oh yeah, yeah. What's so hilarious about it is that we wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for them in the first place.
Exact
How you
same
gonna?
shit.
That's what's so hilarious to me. How you gonna tell us what? So now that we doing shit and we can read and write, and you really never want us to do that. Now that we able to do that, you want us to leave and go back, and you the ones that brought us over here in the first place.
Exactly.
Black people didn't ask to come to America. You made us come.
Exactly. But see, we a threat to them. It's obvious.
Definitely, that's definitely true.
That's why their goal is to destroy the black race because we are a threat to them. They see how, anytime your ancestors didn't have the knowledge and books and stuff, but they taught themselves how to read and write, and they didn't have half of what we had. So that goes to show we are some smart people. Because them people was teaching themselves how to read back in the day, which they was being punished for trying to learn how to read and write, but they did still do it.
Yeah, they said back in slavery time, like you was just saying, if they caught you even trying to learn how to read or write, that was you get a whooping for that. You get beat for it.
Exactly. You sure would. You would get beat. You sure would because they
Yeah,
didn't want them
and
to
they
know
would
how to
actually whoop
read.
you for trying to learn how to go to school and read and write.
Right. And I was watching this one old movie how they was talking about like back in the day how they was how now when you invent something you can have it patented, right?
Yeah, yeah, like
A lot of
trademarks
those
and
black
copyrights and
people
stuff.
right. A lot of those black people was inventors, but the white masters took their ideas because it wasn't patented and made it their own.
And what's so crazy is that a lot of that stuff they're still making money off of to this day. It's probably a lot of other stuff that black folks invented, but you ain't gonna know about it because they're gonna put a white man name in front of it and say he the one that did it.
And that's what they do. That's what I was watching that movie, and I didn't know. I'm like that. Even a black person invented the toilet,
Oh yeah, yeah. Even
and
with
I'm like,
music, like think about that. Like if you look at Elvis, everything, the way he dances, his rhythm, the way his music sounds, he got everything that he's doing straight from Little Richard. It's the
uh
same. I
huh,
mean, you people can't see that, but yet what's so funny is that people know Little Richard, but who's the bigger icon, Elvis or Little Richard? Well, we obviously know that, right?
right.
And that's fucked up to me. It really should be Little Richard that everybody should be knowing about. He's the one that invented it.
Mhm. But see how they, like you say, brought us over here, and we didn't ask to come here. They steal our ideals and stuff, and then claim it as their own because they have the money to trademark stuff and market it. It's sad. They're
Hmm.
the worst thieves on the planet of Earth.
It's crazy.
It really is. And I'm back, y'all. And I have to say, I agree with that. Like, that's what they did after say they ended racism. They said, okay, well, since we can't use blacks as slaves and use them as our main.
Your mic went out.
Your mic is not on. Can you hear me, Doctor?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think
Oh,
Sean's mic just went out on him.
it did, and he said he's talking because I hear him in the other room, but you don't hear him on this.
Yeah, you don't even know it. Just like the song say, you don't even know it.
Yeah, but it is. It's just
Yeah, though, man. I mean, some places I walk in, they look at me like I'm finna rob you or something. Like, damn, I came in here to pay for some shit. I ain't come to for no trouble. That's what
exactly
kills me. You can't even. It's almost like black men. It's always something. It seems like something is waiting to happen to you or something to get blamed on you because they expect you to do it just because you're black.
right. But I
And
think
then
that's
and
all
then
just
and then you have white people, some white people that think that every black man and woman they out to hustle or either they are a dope dealer or they sticking up people.
right. But that's just a myth, and some they psychologically wants to try to psych themselves into believe because they know we got a lot of black people that's doing the right thing, that's in school, that don't bother nobody. That that's just they sick lies. They know that shit's not true.
Yeah, they already know it. They just don't want. They just not gonna reveal that. They want to make sure that they can make us look as bad as they can.
It's sad too. Oh, when you was oh, okay, now I see the picture at the bottom. You was talking about Carly Red and what's his name, that black guy?
Young Jock. Oh,
No,
you talking about the dude she hugged up with, Michael Blackson?
yeah,
Yeah,
she's
the dude
supposed to be
that was in
dating
Friday and
him.
all that. Yeah. You
Now
remember
she
the you remember the dude in Friday that came in the store next Friday,
you
like
said
the
a one came.
African. He
Uh
was like,
huh. Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
that's him. That's him. Yeah, that's him.
yeah, Michael Blackson. Yeah,
I guess she dated him. I mean, I don't know if he just kidding or what, but Sean said him and Young Jock is beefing. So I mean, I guess, but that's crazy to me if that's serious.
you see, like her, she does that for attention. You know what I mean? She's what you would call a gold digger.
Oh, of course. And let me ask you this. Well, tell me anything that you remember about Carly Red besides knowing that she just came out of nowhere and became a reality television star.
That's all I
Like,
know.
and when she be doing interviews now, like they have interviews on YouTube and stuff like now on the little channels when they do interviews when they be at different places, and she always saying, "Well, I'm this and that, and I'm a actress and I'm a singer." But what have you been in? And tell me one song that you have because I don't even. I mean, I don't remember nothing you did. I don't remember you at all. So
You know what? Neither have I until they put her on Housewives of Atlanta.
you mean Love and Hip Hop?
Oh yeah, Love and Hip Hop. See, so many of them shows, right? I haven't heard of her until then.
Yeah, I didn't even know who she was. I know her from Love and Hip Hop.
Right. So
Like,
after
where do you come
she trying
from?
to
Like,
say
what do
she
you
do
do?
something else.
I guess. Well, what it is that her and Jock got into it, right? Because Jock was cheating on her with different women, so she broke up with him. So what had happened was every time she did, if you look at any interviews after that happened with them, she's always saying something about he's a has been and this and that. But Jock, he came back and he was like, well, how can you call me a has been when you're never was? And I was like, wow, you right. Even though Jock may not have had, he may have had, maybe 2 hits, but you ain't got none, and so why you talking shit?
Right. I know when they was arguing, he was really getting with it. He said, "Oh, you don't really want me to go there." When she was talking about he wasn't nothing and he hadn't hit a hit, and I'm like, "Yeah, see, I just don't believe like two grown ups should carry on that way. When it's over, it's over. If it didn't work, it didn't work."
Yeah. But I mean, it's the whole problem is that she still got feelings there for him. That's why she even went into it with him like that.
Yeah, but that's how kids act. You know what I
I understand.
mean? You can tell that's what it is. She still cares because if she didn't, she wouldn't even be trying to
She leave
talk
it
about.
alone. Yeah.
Right. When you done, you done.
I mean, like I said, I think rappers are just like that. You can accept it or not if you're dating one because some of them. I mean, not out of 10 rappers are just niggas. They ain't worth shit. So you should expect them to cheat anyway. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, hell, the average nigga, I would expect to cheat and wouldn't be surprised. So imagine with some, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Right. The average black man will do that same
Right,
with
they
his
don't
wife.
even check it out. Like you said, the one guy and his girlfriend had gave him some money and he went into the store to get some Skittles. You got niggas that don't even have nothing that cheat.
Yeah. But niggas still do it. That's what's so fucked up.
Yeah.
That's what I understand about black men. Like even if they get in the situation, well, matter of fact, something just came up in my head. Now, I'm sure y'all heard about Phaedra and Apollo, right? Like he get 8 years for all that bank fraud or
Yeah, I heard
whatever he
about
was
that.
doing. Okay, well, take a good look at this. So your wife has an extremely good job, right? She's on the show and she's a lawyer. So, I mean, is that just something you wanted to do, or you didn't feel like you wanted to lean on her for support, or I mean, what's the point?
I'll let you go ahead first, Lady T.
Okay, well, me personally, I think Apollo did that trying to live big and to have, and you got men who don't like to see their counterpart make more money than them.
Well, you're right. You're right. Like their pride, it's like they can't.
Right,
They want to be said that they're the ones that's bringing most of the money into the household.
right. And that's what that was. He was trying to live up to the Jones, because like you said, his wife was a lawyer. Phaedra
Yeah,
had
I
it
mean,
going
yeah.
on. She was
If he
owning a
had
business.
right, because if he was having money issues that bad to where he wanted to steal that much money, why not just go to her?
Exactly. But I do also believe Phaedra knew what he was doing too, though. Because she was saying how he was spending $3,000 and $4,000 in the strip club. She knew
Yeah,
what
they
his
said he
job
spent
was.
like 5 grand in a night at the strip club.
Right, and she
So
knew
like,
he
come
wasn't
on
making
now.
that kind of money, so she knew what he was doing.
Yeah. Now I already we married, right? And I know what you do. You know what I do. You know I ain't making that kind of money, so you know I'm doing something wrong.
Exactly.
Hmm. Wait, so y'all basically saying they was in it together? Is that what y'all getting to?
Well, no, I'm not saying they in it together, but I'm saying that if Phaedra was to say, I mean, I hadn't really heard her do no interviews on it or nothing, but
Me
if she
neither.
were to ever say, well, I didn't know he was doing that, I believe that would be a complete lie because I believe she did know.
Right. She knew he was doing something he had no
Yeah,
business
she
doing.
knew she
Whether
knew something.
what it was, she knew the two middles didn't make the ends, cause she knew that money coming in did not be with what he was doing.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna be right back, yo.
I I wonder about that though, cause okay, remember I said before, I think he was doing this to get the money, cause I really don't believe he loved her. I don't believe he wanted to be with her because he wanted to be with her. I believe he got with her because of circumstances, and he knew that he would live a better life than without her. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then he started the scheme, I believe, to get his own money. He was doing this so he could become independent, because with her, she made him sign a prenup, so that nigga wasn't getting no money.
Mm.
That nigga was like a nigga on the leash. He was just her little bitch,
Yeah,
and
you
he
could tell he wasn't happy with the situation and that she controlled things.
exactly. And what man want to be in a relationship and be controlled and know that she hold all the cards. He was trying to gain independence, is what I believe. Now, she probably had a hint of what he was doing. I don't believe she knew fully. I don't believe she knew the inner workings and how the
That's
shit
what
was
I'm
going about.
saying. She didn't know
Okay.
exactly what it was. She knew it was something, but you know, she didn't know exactly what it was.
But being in her business, like, I would have kind of checked that shit, because now it make her look bad, because she in the criminal justice field. She in law enforcement. She does that type of stuff. So you have a, I mean, I already look bad that you got with an ex-con in the first place, and then he's still doing shit with you.
Right. Mhm.
Who gonna hire you? Like, who gonna take you seriously? Like, you the laughing stock, man. You better, when she's starting the fucking funeral home service, you better fucking jump
Uh
on in
huh.
that. I mean, she might as well cut the other shit out. She might as well go for a pallbearer over her, or whatever the fuck. It's over.
Right. Yeah, that is true. Because he didn't really want to be with her, but he knew that was a way he could live.
Exactly. That's how it
It was
was.
a convenience for him, yeah.
And I believe the kid, I don't know, the kids is just part of the relationship, I guess. I don't know if he really wanted to have him with that. I'm thinking that was like him trap. I want to say him of a reverse trap. Like, what's that one celebrity that did it to Britney Spears? What is that? Kevin
John
Federline?
Federline,
Yeah,
Kevin
just
Federline.
they're like hell, like Fantasia got did by the nigga who work at T-Mobile. Traps,
Hmm.
so they can say we linked, bitch, forever. You ain't gonna let me go homeless, is you? I mean, we got our son. You gonna let our kids see me homeless? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he wanted,
Right, right. That be a part of their plot to impregnate the person so they can still have some connections
right. And I
and some
believe,
revenues and some ties. Yeah.
and what do you think Phaedra is doing the right thing though? Do you think it's smart to not make any comments, or do you think she should be out in the media saying this is what happened, this is what he did, I didn't know, blah blah blah? Or do
She
you
doing the
think she
right
should,
thing by not saying that because when you say something, they can twist your words and
then that's what I think too.
self-incriminate yourself. I wouldn't say anything too because what is she to say? It's not her being charged, it's him. Until she
Exactly.
is put on the witness stand, that's when I would say so.
That's the right thing to do. She now this is where she's smart. She
And
covering her own
very
ass.
smart too. Thank you. She's a very smart lady. She know not to say anything.
I ain't gonna downplay her. A lot of other people want to downplay it and say she hiding something, but she know. Why not? I'm gonna
People
say
just
what I got.
want people to speak when they want them to speak. She know what she doing.
Exactly. She ain't a dumb lady. Motherfuckers better not think that. She waiting until she get that court summons, then she gonna get up there and say, I didn't know
So,
shit. And that's the best move to do. That's what I would do. I wouldn't run to no fucking boss up, and I'm sure they have been asking, oh, come on our show. We want to ask you something. No,
and
no,
she
thank
know
you.
that too, right?
And I wonder though, is this gonna affect the new season of that little ghetto show, Housewives of Atlanta? You think she's gonna be back on there?
No, she even said she wasn't coming back on there because it was in the best interest of her kids. She said that already. And that
Boy,
was a
he
smart decision. Because then the girls going to be trying to bring that part into it. She said she wasn't coming back.
so he basically fucked up her money two ways. He fucked
You
up
didn't
her,
see that? She said she wasn't coming back. She said because she owed that responsibility to her kids not to, you know,
and
do
that's the right
that.
move. I didn't see that, but that's what you should. Any real parent, that's what they would do.
Show will and not make it about them. Exactly. Like that Mimi Faust. She
Oh,
didn't
that
make
was.
it about her daughter at all.
Ugh, she's a nasty bitch. I just keep thinking about that porn. She's a nasty, nasty old bitch. That was gross. I don't know. I don't even like thinking about that shit. That shit just didn't do it for me. That was And then that nigga play. I heard rumors of him cheating on her and shit. Which I say, I mean, how old is Nico? Like 30 something, and she like hitting her 50s.
Yeah, maybe like 40 something. Yeah.
Nigga, that nigga is not gonna stay. As soon as something younger and perkier come around, he gonna leave your ass, and you don't share that porno money with him and shit. Y'all just. And this is why females lose respect because they do shit like this, and they just make
That's true.
everybody else look bad.
Yeah, that's true. That was.
You can't keep giving all this ground. Like, women keep losing ground because they keep budging and doing so much, doing the most. That's what they say. They say doing the most. Females is
Hmm.
doing the most out here right now.
And
Gotta
that's why I
stop.
don't fault him. I fault her because it's her body and it was her. Let's expose my hand.
Right? It was her who let that nigga put his butterfinger in her booty. It was her.
Okay, y'all, I'm back. My bad.
Welcome back.
Well, welcome back. It's glad to see you got power. Did you tell them that the pimp don't go without gas and electric?
My bad. I had my stuff muted. What y'all say? Did y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we hear you.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
No, she said, then you tell them that pimps can't go without gas and electric.
Nah, we can't.
Yeah, you should have told your power supply company that. They must have known it was a pimp in the area.
Yeah, I go down there and slap the fuck out of them. Then I bet they
That's what I.
turn and
That's
say,
what I said. You were supposed to pimp smack them.
no pimps. You nigga, you know they standing their ground right now. If you even go at them with a mean face, like, no, what is it? What that nigga say? What that comedian you just mentioned? Why am I forgetting his name?
Paul
He said,
Mooney.
yeah, Paul Mooney. He said a smiling nigga. What did that joke you be saying? A happy nigga is a entertaining nigga or some shit like that. That joke. I have to look that shit up. They don't. A frowning nigga is a scary nigga. It's something like that. They don't want to see you frown. Smile, nigga.
We only like happy Negroes in America.
And he said, "Don't smile too much, they think you crazy, and they'll still be scared of you."
And it's funny though, but the theoretical sense in what he's saying is that you can't do nothing right as a black man. It doesn't matter if you're sad or happy. It's always gonna be a problem with it.
And
That's
that's
true.
just with the black people's fear, because me as a black female, that's I see that to be true too. No matter what, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
If you not smiling, they oh why you not smiling? What's wrong? Then when you smiling, oh you up to something? Are
yeah.
you
Right.
smiling too much?
You look sneaky.
Yeah,
And that's another thing. They want us to be like non. They say we look so aggressive. They keep telling us to be non-aggressive. Like you can't do that. Like why do you care how I walk about and like what my day might have been like shouldn't matter to you. Like that might have led to me looking like that. Like you shouldn't care how I carry myself as long as I'm not bothering you. Why do you care if I look aggressive? As long as I ain't coming in your direction, you shouldn't give a fuck.
right. That's true. I think that's just a part of them just, targeting and labeling us, stereotyping. That's all it is.
And that's how they. I mean, that shit. I go up to that little school and I smile and I smile. You don't want to scare the white people, so you just, hi. How was your day? Oh, that's great. Oh yeah. Okay, I'll help you with this. Is so worried about offending
Right.
them, because there's consequences out here. They got power, so if you fuck with one of them, they gonna come down on you. If they
I hate
fuck with
Right.
another
us,
thing I hate is like you were saying, like I hate more than anything to run into like a fake white person. Like you can tell that they really scared of you, but they try to act nice just because they want to act fake.
right?
And really,
Mhm.
they smiling in your face, but you can tell at the same time they're so intimidated by you just because you black.
But oh, that eats me up. I hate that more than
Yeah, that
anything.
shit's
I'd
so
rather them
annoying.
just
Like,
go ahead and say they scared of me than the
yeah,
fake
just I
smile.
tell you what, if we in a position where you don't have to say nothing to me, then don't say nothing to me at all.
Right.
Hmm. Right. Oh, I do. I really, that's a pet peeve for me. Smiling and stuff.
I mean, if you don't like black people, you have to fake it. Or if you that scared of me, I mean, just stay away from me. It's cool.
Right.
And it ain't just that they scared. That be hate. That's that hate in their hearts. They know
You're
they
right.
ain't right.
They hate. So that therefore that begets fear.
Hmm.
Exactly. And it's not just white people. You can go in a Asian store, they watch you. I mean, they be
Oh yeah,
on you.
yeah.
You can't pick up a fucking baggage. Hey, yo, hey, get out and buy it. Get out. Buy it. Come and
Hurry up and
register.
buy. Hurry up and buy.
What
What
that
you
in your
tell that boy
pocket?
in Mr. Society? I feel sorry for your mother. Nigga, what you say
Right.
about my mama?
I feel sorry for your mother. I want no trouble.
If I ever have a problem with an Asian, I'm gonna get old dog.
I would do that. I don't been in so many Asian places and they don't been watching. You can feel them watching you too. But hell, if you
It's a
pick
vibe, dude. You're right. You can actually feel that shit. Like, it's like eyes are on you. Even when you turn your back, you're like, oh, I know they already watching me.
But you have no choice but to shop there. I mean, where the fuck you can go? You know, your kind don't own none, so you
I
gotta
mean,
buy from this
every
person.
gas station is owned by Arabians.
Right.
And that's the sad part too, because we have to spend our money with them, and we know they don't like us.
But you have to because it forces you to. How? What way is it around it? So you're right about that.
Exactly. Hmm.
Yeah, even when we do own something, we sell out so fucking quick. We sell out quick.
Like
I mean,
even BET now, BET ain't owned. BET is owned by a bunch of rich white men.
I know.
Like how is it? I thought that this was supposed to be black entertainment, not WET. This ain't white entertainment television.
Right.
Exactly. And I wonder how many people actually look at it like that, because that's true. That's supposed to be for blacks, and a white person done bought that
Yeah,
off.
yeah. I don't even think you should even, as a white man, you should even want to own that because that was supposed to be
Right.
for us. So
But
Why
that
does
goes to show how they want everything that's ours. That goes to show, because like you said, why would a white person even want to buy that when it's black entertainment?
to
yeah,
control black people, right?
So Liz, see, and that's how you just said it right there. It speaks
Then they
for
have
itself.
Deborah old coon ass come on out. I'm so happy to be at the 29th Black Entertainment Television Award show. Okay, yeah. You don't even own shit. You just a figurehead.
yeah.
Just coon and a coon.
She that bobblehead.
She really is.
She the bobblehead for
They probably
BET.
do
She the
switch her around at the
spokesperson.
fucking office.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna keep that out to myself. I
No,
know,
no. You gotta say it. You gotta say it.
some thoughts are just to be thought about, they're not to be expressed.
Shit. If it come to my mind, I'm gonna say it.
Oh, we know, nigga.
I
We
gotta let
know.
it out, nigga. I gotta let it go.
Let it, let it, man.
I don't want nothing on my chest when I go to sleep tonight.
That's the way to be.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, but I'm gonna keep this one to me a while.
It's okay, T. We know you're a respectful young lady, so
Like,
Yeah.
right, we don't own shit. And even the media sites that, well, I know Media Takeout is, I believe, is still owned by a black man. I be
You
seeing them
got that
sometimes.
Fred Walker suit, whatever his name is.
who?
Yeah, the owner,
Fred.
yeah, Fred Palaka, some shit. I don't know. Fred
Yeah.
Makaka. Oh, African name. Even though they post a bunch of drama and rumors and shit, at least this,
Who
I
owns
just want to see black on.
TMG?
I like to know that. Probably some Jewish rich white man.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
I know it ain't no nigga.
Yeah, it ain't no nigga. Yeah, I was gonna say the same shit.
TMZ owner is Time Warner. The fuck? Then who owns
For
Time?
Wait a
real?
minute. Wait a minute. Who? Who?
Time
TMG,
Warner, the cable
TMZ was
company.
that.
Yeah, they owned by Time Warner. Damn, we learn something new every day. But then who the fuck owns Time Warner? Whew, this shit too deep. Fuck it, I give up. Yeah, you'll be looking all day trying to find out who
Nigga,
owns
when you
who.
sign a record deal nowadays, you on a label signed to a label signed to another label.
Right,
That's some
nigga.
trippy shit. They be like, niggas be coming out, all right, I just got my deal. I'm signed to Sony plus Interscope plus Universal. God damn, nigga, how many contracts did you sign?
Right, Lil Wayne say he gonna sign you. You got to talk to 5 other different white people. Like, damn, I thought you were signing me. Yeah, I am, but you gotta go do your
That's
us
the
people
thing though,
first.
like Birdman and Lil Wayne running around talking about, oh yeah, we own Young Money. Nigga, no you don't. Universal owns Young Money. I know that for a fact.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all can sit and they'll let y'all say that, but when they
They let you say
want to
that.
take that
Yeah.
title, they will take it.
I bet you when they look at their checks and they see that big chunk of money that Universal took out, they know who really owned it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They
They
just
allow
stunting,
y'all.
that's how rappers are. They just stunting, like I said, you as usual, telling lies and shit, trying to make
Something
something
like
out
they
of it that's
daddies.
not. Yeah, basically, exactly.
You're right.
But what they're letting Birdman and Lil Wayne do now is they got like they're putting YMCMB and Cash Money. Like usually you don't see the Universal logo anymore, but like any CD that you buy from them or any type of mixtape or anything, in the credits you're gonna see Universal Music Group because they're the ones that actually own the label.
And they run shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They don't do nothing. They can't move or do nothing until they say so.
That's how most. That's what they do with BET. Basically, they let the white man sit in the back and he don't show my face. Don't if you can not mention me at all and just let them still think black people on it. That's they okay with me. They want us to
Right,
be
but if
People
confused.
shit
watching it
really hit
have
the
no clue
fan,
on.
them white people's gonna come out from behind the scenes.
Exactly. Got a black network owned by a white man.
But see, they don't like black people. They don't feel they have to be seen just 'cause they empower black people do.
You wanna know something
Right.
hilarious though? Not only do they own BET, Viacom, which is the ones that own that, they own MTV and VH1.
I know, right? Took every just
They just
scooped
they,
us.
they just came in. They did a clean sweep. They just took over.
That shit should be against the law to own that much of the fucking network. Shit, that much to own that many companies that had that much control, that much power. Like they let that shit happen.
Because back in the day, BET was actually created so that we would. You remember the controversy? Like they were talking about. I think one of Michael Jackson's videos was the first black video that they played on MTV. So then after that happened, what began to happen was a lot of like the hip hop videos and stuff that was coming out, they still wouldn't play it. So the dude that came up with BET, he was like, "Well, we gonna make our own channel." But see, now it's back reversed the same way it was. So what was your point?
Right, and I don't get that. Like he would have came out better. He was still rich. Like
Yeah.
why? Even for a billion, like
I would have
why?
kept it. I mean, it would have been worth it to me. I mean, he was still bringing in a real good revenue. He probably would have
No,
eventually got a billion anyway. So
right, and he sold out. All that hard work. Like, was he the original creator, or was he the grandson or son of one of the
I
people?
mean, I don't know if he's the one that created it, but I do know. I believe I remember hearing somewhere that a black person did come up with the idea for BET, and they're the ones that actually got it on the road. With it actually becoming a channel.
Yeah, it was a black person, but
Yeah.
shit, he gave that away. Probably saw that big. Oh yes, yay! Which he did become one of the first black billionaires, I believe. But still, look what you gave away.
Yeah,
You
niggas
won't
don't
ever
care
get
about
that
that
back.
when it come down to a piece of change. It's all about money.
Right, even our top people is just can be bought out. You're right. What a fucking old white Jewish man want with a black now? Like, what interest? Why? Out of my. Why you want it? I bet you he took that fucking money and didn't look back. He probably be laughing at that, bro. Look at that old bitch they kept on there.
Yeah, and
So
even I was gonna make another comment about like speaking of what we were talking about, like how they put stuff in the black communities to destroy people. I was thinking about something. So they say that where weed is illegal, right? They don't want you to smoke it, but tell me why every corner store I go in, they got every fucking thing that you want to roll it in to possibly on fucking planet Earth. I mean, if you don't want niggas to smoke weed, then don't sell the shit that they smoking out of. Niggas know what people do with swishers. They don't nobody they know people put weed in it. Even they know people put weed in it.
you just
But yet
said
you
a good
still
thing.
selling it. You still selling it, but yet you telling me that you want it to be illegal. So I mean, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Exactly.
That's a good point. You just made me think, like we have these clubs and bars. Like now they had a club set up and they let you go in there and drink and get drink, but the police sit right outside to write you a
Right.
ticket. Why?
Exactly.
Why even
Yeah,
had
what's
a
the point?
club? Close the shit down if you're going. You
I
want
tell
to
you
make
what, if you want niggas to drink, we'll just come in and dance, and then we'll go home and drink somewhere else. Then take all the liquor out the club.
it.
But if they did that, then nobody would come, so they can't do that.
Right.
I mean, that's just so counter. And that show you, and just sit out and they monitor these black clubs, just up and down, up and down. Nigga, you don't spend like $100 in gas. You wasting money right there. Coming up and down the street, up and down, just looking for niggas, hoping you can write a ticket. Like really? And this ain't racist. Like this ain't profiling.
Exactly.
Especially the cops do. What's so funny though is about it is that every time a police squad or force or they're in different cities and areas, every time they get a new car, guess guess who paid for it? You did because they used tax money to buy that shit.
And just to
Mhm.
kick our asses and run us over with them.
Everything you even paying for the cops in your town in your city to work, you giving them jobs because they take your tax money and turn around and pay them with it.
Exactly.
That's why I said we should start policing ourselves or be able to make citizens arrest against the police because we don't need them.
No, you really don't. I mean, they haven't been of any help to us so far. So
Right.
I believe we should police ourselves and shit and set up our own little black police station. I mean, who can handle us but us?
hey,
Who
hey,
know us
hey,
but
I'm,
us?
I'm gonna call my police department the ND, the nigger department. It's called the car. The cop car is gonna be a Cadillac, nigga, with 24-inch gold rims.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I ain't playing.
So they can say, see, that's what I was talking about. As soon as we let those niggas become
Yeah.
cops, look at them with their 20-inch
Yeah,
rims,
niggas, I'm
the
gonna be
gold chain.
wearing. I ain't gonna have on no cop suit. I'm gonna have on a fucking. I'm gonna have on a fucking Gucci outfit with a big ass gold chain around my neck.
That's what I was just finna say with the gold chain, the saggy
Yeah.
pants. They be like, look at the niggas.
Yeah. I'm gonna be coming through. I'm gonna be drinking in the cop car, smoking cigarettes and shit. Be like, damn, this nigga he tripping. He ratchet as hell.
Right. With your surround sound system in the car.
Yeah. All the hey, I don't care if a nigga is getting shot across the street, but if I see some females on the other side of the street, they just gonna have to wait. I can't. I gotta do what I gotta do.
Uh, but yeah, I think we should police ourselves though. And we should be able to make citizens arrest. That'll stop all this unnecessary killing too.
Sure will.
Did I miss anything?
If you stop masturbating, then you wouldn't have to worry about it.
This nasty nigga. Got me a good old cookie. I think we just, I mean, it's just like, I see these Facebook groups. Just gather up all the black people and we start meeting and shit and chopping it up. That's what they say. I think we could really do something positive. I would like us to have our own little community with a
I would
positive.
too. I really would. I don't. I really would. Cause I love my black people. They ain't worth a damn, but I love them. What about you, Dustin? You like your black people?
Oh yeah, I do. I just wish that there's some of the stuff that we do out here that I wish that could really change is all. I always love black people though.
Right. And I know they ain't worth a damn, but I haven't given up on them. I
That's
still
just
got
like
hope in them.
that's just like you T. I know you ain't no good, and I still love you, don't I?
Right. That's how.
Yeah, yeah. See what I'm saying? You see what I mean, Sean? And I know she ain't no damn good. I
No.
already know, but I'm still in love with you.
Right. That's how it's supposed to be. I mean, we got to stick together no matter what. See, that's how they do. You know, white peoples would not like each other, but they will work together to get something done.
Especially if it's competing against another group of race.
Right.
We can't do that.
So, okay, because if we mad at each other and we working on a project, we're gonna be, I don't want to work with her instead of getting the fucking project done. And saying I deal with my feelings later, but this is more important.
True. Yeah, I know this is kind of off topic. Damn, I just found. Did y'all know that actor Robin Williams passed away today?
What happened?
They say it was apparent suicide in his home. I ain't read the story yet.
Hmm.
Damn. I liked him as an actor. There's just something I seen on the side.
Wait a minute, Robert Williams. Is that Morton Mandy? Who is Robin Williams?
Robin Williams. What did he play in? Dusty, you know anything he played in?
Let me think. Robert Williams. Let me think of a popular movie so we'll know everybody will know who they're talking about.
Was it Mrs. Doubtfire one?
Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire. That's the one. Let me think. Damn, I can't even. I'm just gonna Google the nigga. You know how that? Yeah, that's the easy way out. Fuck it.
Sure is, because I was going to say I can't get this.
It says he played in Jumanji, Aladdin.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I'll just show a fucking picture on my little Google
yeah,
time.
you know who he is once you see him.
I liked him. He was in Good Will Hunting, but that ain't really one of his popular films. And what's with all these celebrities committing? I guess because I've been broke for so long that when I hear about celebrities that had a lot of money committing suicide, it just kind of throw me off. I'm like, damn. I guess when you certain situations, maybe he was stressed out or something, or he was depressed. But damn, if I had over a million, it'd be hard for me to shit think about killing myself. That'd probably be the last thing on my
Nigga,
list.
if I had $1 million, that's enough to buy. Man, if somebody would give me 1 million, I'd be one happy nigga. You
Right.
got
Big
dudes
deal.
going crazy because they losing all their money, but yet they still rich at the same time. Like, what are you mad about? You still got 3 cars and 2 houses. You mad because you lost 2 of them?
Right.
Right.
What's your problem? You got grown ass people that's rich, that's spoiled as hell. Because when something happen, they go fucking crazy. That's just like what a kid would do.
Exactly. And still be better off. Like what's her name? Tony Braxton. She don't file for bankruptcy like shit 35
Yeah, and on her
times.
show, she got like a brand new Mercedes. Like they always show it. Like when she pull up to her house. Wait a minute. So you done filed bankruptcy. You sitting there complaining, talking about you in debt, but you driving a S550. You live in a $2 million mansion. I mean, what problems do you have?
Right. Like,
And if you didn't win bankruptcy, then that's gonna save them from taking your stuff anyway. So you ain't got nothing to worry about now.
and then she keep fucking up, and they keep letting her fuck up.
Right.
But you know
They-
what? I ain't mad at her because you know what? She figured the game out. White people do it all the time, and they just interviewed TLC, and you know T-Boz just did it, and she was like, "So what's the problem?" She said, "White people do it all the time." She said, "I'm just reorganizing." I said, "I know that's right, sister. Tell them, because
Yeah,
you
that's
ain't
true.
doing nothing that the
That's
white
right.
people gonna do."
And not only that, but people always try to look when a black person do it. They looking to say, "Oh, they going bankruptcy because they broke. They don't know how to spend their money and yada
And that's
yada."
what
But
she told him. She was doing a
right,
review on the
right.
Breakfast Club. She said, that's not to say that I'm broke just because I filed bankruptcy. She said, I'm reorganizing. She said, just like white people do. I said, I know that's right.
True, true. Yeah, man, white people do kind of system,
Hey,
and they get
Sean,
away with it
Sean,
more.
Sean. Look at my picture and tell me what movie that's from.
Let me see. Let me see. This nigga, is that in too deep or is
Nah, nigga, that's Paid in Full.
yeah paid in full? Oh shit, nigga, I was close. Same damn thing.
Have you seen that movie, T?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was some dirty shit. And then this is right here, unity. This is what niggas like. They can take pictures and act cool, but one of them niggas gonna set the other two up and fuck everything up for them. We ain't got no unity. And in real life, he was when he Mexican.
Who?
I
Alpo?
think
Was
you just got to
yeah.
get the same people that's on the same agenda. I think it's a few of us that just,
And they need to be all black people. We can't let no Mexicans, no Italians, no Asians. We can't. You can't. We can barely trust our own. So what the fuck we look like letting somebody else in on the cause?
right.
And that's where they slipped up the niggas in the picture. They let Alpo ass in there, and oh yeah, you cool, you cool. That nigga got one of them killed. I almost fucked up the other one,
They meant to kill AZ too, but he just so happened to survive it. They shot the dude. They shot that dude like 5 times.
and they fucked him up.
Is that the one they was shooting in the bathroom when the two ladies was tied up on the bed?
Yeah, yeah, that's AZ. I mean, well, the dude that was playing him, that was AZ in real life. That
Yeah,
he
they
was supposed to
did.
die, but he
Yeah,
didn't die.
yeah,
So
yeah. Oh, they did. They tried to, but it just wasn't. It wasn't meant to be because he
what's so
didn't.
fucked up though is that everything that happened in that movie actually happened in real life. Like the dude's richest brother, like the one that Mekhi Phifer was playing, he actually got kidnapped. Like they cut his finger off and shit. Like
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
drug game is just it ain't nothing good about it. I guess as they say, everything that glitters ain't gold.
Right, because that happened like here in Cincinnati where the guy was selling drugs and they took and cut off his hands and his toes and let the pit bull eat him alive after they shot him.
Yeah, it's just
I'm like, you know what?
grimy. That's the word I use. The drug game is grimy.
Yeah, we hard on other black people. We do some ruthless shit to another black person, but not to anybody else.
Yeah, why y'all do that to the white niggas?
Right.
Y'all ain't never y'all can do all this shit. Y'all can shoot at each other, but when the KK members come, y'all don't even want to. Y'all want to shoot at them.
That's what Tommy Sotomayor say all the time. I don't agree with his rhetoric, but some things he says true. He said,
Yeah,
"Why
he
don't
true.
right?" He said, "Won't y'all go after my white daddy since y'all said my white daddy got me speaking this rhetoric?" He was like, "Why go after me?" And that's
Yeah,
true
yeah.
because they're not gonna say nothing to nobody white.
So we will sit here and fight amongst each other. We'll say we ain't got no power, but we'll sit here focusing on each other. So we focusing on somebody that's already weak, which is stupid as fuck.
Yeah. Hmm.
That's the black mindset. Just
Because
chicken and
I
waffles.
know if
Chicken and waffles.
if something ever happened to me between me and Sean, I'm gonna just have to kill you, bro.
I know that's right. I'm gonna
Sorry,
kill you
man.
too.
I'm gonna Alpo the fuck out of you.
Nigga, I already got
Take your
bullets for your
ass.
initials.
Take your ass. I'm gonna say, hey, Sean, what's up, bro? We finna go to the club, dog. You ain't gonna never make it, nigga.
I'm
You ain't
ready
going
to,
to the
man.
club, nigga. You going to a funeral.
As soon as I get out the club, car and then I get shot, your car you gonna pull off, the motherfucker just gonna blow up. Boom! Nigga said.
Hey, nigga, this the player haters ball. I hate you and everything
I,
about you, nigga.
I
I
see
hate
you
all
tomorrow,
niggas.
nigga.
I hate all black people.
Nigga, there was times where I felt like that too. Real, like, cause I get so disappointed with black people sometimes. Like, it's just like they ain't never gonna learn. There really be times where I feel like that. Like, damn, y'all disappoint me. But I
You know
still got
what's fucked
hope
up
for them,
though
huh? I think.
about the paid in full story too? That now I also remember now you know that Alpo he was so called supposed to be such good friends with Rich's family. Like he was supposed to be cool with his mama and all that, but he could have been too cool if he killed you that quick.
Right.
And it all goes back to that's just how niggas is. They don't give a shit when it comes down to some money. They don't even care no more.
No,
Yeah,
so
that's
right. Money, especially niggas, we just money crazy.
And his sister was saying they interviewed Rich's sister, and they was like, she still can't believe Alpo did that. She still can't believe it to this day. But she said, I guess it's something that gonna have to come to realize that he really did that.
No, that's fine. Nah, I hate a fake nigga. Just be up at from damn man, we gonna find who killed this nigga. Man, this is my nigga. We gonna find that nigga. You be the one who killed him. Man, that's nigga. That shit happen every day though. That happen here. I believe this niggas that don't got killed and the nigga that don't killed him be at the funeral and shit, hugging up on his sister.
right. Look
Yeah,
at how our cousin got killed by his best friend, all for the drug
Right.
game. You know, and usually the nigga that say I take a bullet for you is the one who will pull the trigger.
Right.
you gotta watch a
And it
nigga.
really
Like that's why, like Alpo. First of all, that nigga was too friendly. A dude that's always smiling in your face, trying to be down with you and shit. First of all, how can you just let a dude just come in and just completely take over?
Exactly. And like you said, he
First,
was
their
a
first
little too
mistake
friendly.
was, yeah, their first mistake was they should have never even let him in. They should have seen that coming. All the shit that he was gonna do. I mean, I just look at him. He looked like a sneaky nigga to me.
me
Yeah, and he
too.
was doing the most too. Be like, wait a minute, this nigga always around, always trying to fit in, and what's his agenda?
Yeah,
Because
like
if it's
why are you doing
right,
this?
right, because if you right, you ain't got to try that hard.
Yeah,
That's true. But I know that's what I mean. The motherfuckers that is legit and real, they push away or they try to make them look like they the fake ones. That's so our shit is twisted. Twisted.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here looking at pictures of Dre eyes. That's all that. That's the only thing that makes sense. That butt.
Oh my God, really?
T's butt makes more sense than that though, cause that ass is.
Ooh.
Wow, it's crazy. See how we was talking about how easy it is for niggas to not stay focused? We was just talking
Well,
about
hell,
that.
what you want us to do? We men. We only men.
That you know what? I
Right,
think
believe
that's
We
me,
an
can't
woman
help
be
it.
excuse.
putting their ass out here.
I think that's an excuse.
I mean,
Because
It's not an
especially,
excuse. Men like ass. Nigga, we like booty. What's the point? What's your point?
I like that my nigga
I
I
mean,
in
like
prison
big
booty
butts
like
and I can't
water.
lie.
okay, who
Booty
say
like
that?
water.
What Two Chainz say? Bury me in the strip club. I want my funeral to be held in my local strip club. They'd be like, all right, Dustin passed, y'all. Y'all know the funeral at the strip club. For real? Yeah.
Niggas a go too. They a lot of that. Niggas ain't about
Hey,
shit. They
hey,
a
I
lot
want
of that.
nobody crying at my funeral. I want nobody crying. I want strippers. I want niggas to be smoking weed in there, popping champagne, all that shit. I want fucking disco lights. Nigga, it's a fucking celebration.
You
I
know
feel
what? Now
you.
that
I'm
you
never.
say that, if you really think about it, I have recently been thinking about this for some strange reason. And you're right. When people die, they do celebrate. And when people come into the world, they mourn. Why is that? Even that theory is misconstrued.
Yeah,
Does
it's
that
back.
show you how backwards we is as a people?
Yeah, it's strange. It's really strange. That's the only way I could describe it.
Yeah, you're
Don't
right.
worry. When you die, I'm gonna make sure they have big booty holes everywhere. It's gonna be.
Well, let
I'm
me
gonna
ask
make
you
sure.
this. No, no, no. I don't want big widows. I want you to be dancing
We
one
gonna make
time.
sure they got like
I want you there.
$1,100 bills. They gonna make it rain at your funeral.
Are you gonna
I'm
dance
gonna
for my
die.
funeral though? Are you
They
gonna
gonna make
dance?
it rain.
But are you gonna dance for my funeral? I'm
I'm not a
asking you.
stripper. I'm not a stripper.
I ain't saying you. You don't have to be a stripper. It's for me though. It's do it
No,
for your
you
thing.
said no. You said you want strippers.
Nah, okay, well then, how about just you? How about just you dance? You put
And
on like something sexy and you come dance at my
you
funeral.
said you want strippers, and I'm not a stripper, so I couldn't oblige you in
Yeah,
that.
yeah. You can be my stripper. You gotta be nobody else's stripper.
No, you said you want strippers. We gonna make sure we make it happen for you. Cause I'm gonna say Dustin said that's what he wants.
They gonna be like, damn, this nigga Dust is crazy.
Uh-huh. And Sean, make sure you get fucked up and be having bottles up. Cause that's
Oh,
what he
you already
wants.
know it, nigga. I'm gonna get a bunch of me and my niggas. We gonna crip rock around this casket and shit, and just be a bit jam like a motherfucker, throwing money in this casket and shit, knowing he can't spend it.
Hey, make sure y'all put the bandanas in the casket before y'all close my casket. I want all the gang members' bandanas in my
Nigga, we
casket.
gonna
Yeah,
get you a
that's what
bottle
I'm
of fifth,
saying.
rose. We gonna get you fucked up on your funeral, nigga. We gonna have you.
Okay, but while we is talking about that, y'all know they actually do be doing that kind of stuff too at funerals. But I'm just showing y'all how times have changed.
They
Doing
have.
stuff like what? What you say? Doing stuff like what at the funeral? Drinking or what you talking about?
They pour like drinks in there and be like, "This is for one last
Yeah,
time for
yeah,
my
yeah.
homeboy."
This
They
this
put the
this for little
bandanas,
D. This for little D.
right? They put bandanas and stuff in there. They put joints in there, whatever the person likes or however they live.
Yeah. Hey, when I die, nigga, then they gonna have a whole fucking pound of weed in my casket. It's gonna be fucking weed everywhere. I'm gonna be smoking after life.
No, nigga, yeah, I wouldn't, because niggas be trying to steal the weed out the casket and shit. I can see that shit.
Niggas dig my casket up. At 3 a.m. in the morning, Dustin Johnson's casket was dug up. Come to find out that he had 3,000 pounds of Kush inside his casket.
Nigga, right there, like a gold mine.
Yeah, niggas was after that.
Right. So I guess it's life after death, huh?
Yep. What about what y'all think about people saying like you can come back reincarnated or something?
I was
You
just
believe
about to
that
say
shit?
that. Shit. I don't know, nigga. There's so much shit out here, technology and shit. Just, nigga, you know they can clone now and all this goofy shit. So, I mean, who's to say what's impossible in this bitch? I mean, they doing so
Wait a
much
minute,
now.
wait a minute. So you can tell you telling me I can take a female and clone her like to have three of them?
Two pussies. She'll have shit.
Oh shit! Oh hell no! You should have told me that, nigga. Should have told me
You
Three
that.
knew about the
anuses.
cloning though, didn't you?
Yeah, I knew. I'm just being funny.
Yeah, you remember the retarded cow meat?
Yeah. Because Cat Williams was the first one who I heard talk about it.
Retarded cow meat. Yeah, I remember that shit. Said they gonna have two separate meat.
Yeah.
You can get like 3 burgers for 50 cents.
They dirty, right?
That's another reason why people are so unhealthy because a lot of the shit that's in your food is just straight chemicals.
No.
It ain't even real meat.
Right, they got on Taco Bell. They're like, okay, nigga, what is that special ingredient that you want to tell us about?
Taco
Nigga
Bell
say the
use
shit.
cat food in their tacos. That's why they so fucking
And
greasy.
nigga Beatles, they use everything
They'd
but
be like,
meat.
God damn, this meat is too greasy. This meat is it's why is it so fucking greasy? What is this? What the fuck is on this meat? This ain't no regular grease.
Right. And they let corporations do shit like that. Seeking ingredient. Nah,
That's
motherfucker,
why
I need
shit's
to
so
know.
cheap. Why you think you go to McDonald's, burgers be 99 cents and shit? Or you can go to
Right.
Wendy's and get like 4 cheeseburgers for $4 and shit. That's
Ugh.
what that's why they invented a dollar menu so they can feed you artificial shit.
You might be on to something there. You might be on to something.
I mean, any fast food place, everything, most stuff at fast food places, it's all artificial. The patties are frozen, all the fries are frozen, the nuggets, everything.
Ugh, nigga, I seen that fucking video on they fries, nigga. That shit takes so long to digest in your stomach. That shit be sitting in your stomach for up to a week, maybe more than that. That shit take a while to. That shit is
See,
gross.
but you be thinking. So as a kid, I always thought like if I eat and I go take a shit, that the food is digested. But I guess I'm wrong.
Yeah, I thought that too. You thought you
Yeah,
shit it
that's what
right
I
up.
thought. Like I'm shitting it out, right? Because you taught as a kid, well, if you eat, then you use the bathroom.
Oh, nigga, that's your internal organs being shitted out. It ain't them fries. That's
Yeah.
everything but the fries.
You shitting straight guts. Your brains and shit coming out your ass.
I think we should end it right here. We did like an hour. This is cool. Man. We can start another one up if y'all want. We don't want to go too far, too long.
Okay, well, you know you're gonna have to edit this one too.
Well, I'm gonna have to add this one.
Huh?
Well, I'm gonna have to add this one.
No, I said you're gonna have to edit like with all the cussing and stuff.
Oh, that ain't important. These grown people on this channel. We ain't got no 5-year-olds or nothing. I mean, if they ain't heard, I mean, as much shit going on out here. If they worried about somebody cussing, they got their priorities fucked up. We'll see
You
you
can
bitches
still
later.
kind of, yeah, but you
Well,
can still kind of like watch it and see and then put it up.
no, hang on. We'll see. We'll see.
Everybody on our channel is over 18, I think.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
not sure, but I think.
let's do our little salutations. It's Sean. I'm saying goodbye. Fuck you niggas. Blah blah blah. You go
Hey,
ahead.
hey, hey, hey! Fuck y'all and everything you stand for. Peace.